Well, hello to FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis, episode 3 game week review of the Christy Pub Fantasy League. It's the 10th of September 2025 and a little bit, late for this review, but it's a Wednesday and we've got obviously decisions to be making for game week 3. Sorry, for game week 4. International break is nearly done. Just when you're just getting used to having no football and just rubbish, England, Moldova, although Serbia last night in England was massive, a comforting draw, last minute draw with Hungary, but maybe that was just patching over the, sticky plaster over massive wounds, really. Ireland were losing for long periods in that game 2-0. I didn't see the game, but just looking at the story of it, like, snatching a last minute draw, whether we deserved it or not, I'm not sure. Happy in the end for us, but we saw where Ireland are truly at in Armenia. It goes down with some massive, like Macedonia comes up with Mick McCarthy. I think it was under him or um, Brian Brian Kerr. I think his name is Brian Kerr, the other man. Well, one of the other. I have a funny feeling. I think it was Mick McCarthy. Macedonia, and we've had some ups and downs with other, North Macedonia or whoever. We had up and downs with these um, Balkan states before. But yeah, that's the story. Anyway, we also have the beginning of the American Football League. So I'm all out on my Niner stuff, 49er stuff. I'm actually thinking I might do my own pod in 49er. Seriously, I'm crazy. Massive win against the Seahawks. I know you might be into it, but really relieved to get away with that. And kicker Jake Moody missing a 26-yard chip shot field goal, which was shocking off the post upright, and then a blocked field goal, which is insane from 36 yards. Not kicking anything through, he's done and he's been let go. So Jake Moody, a third round draft pick in 2023, has been let go. He replaced Robbie Gold, which was a big mistake. But finally, I'm going to be more relieved now going forward with the special teams now that at least, let's go for another kicker and just try and get something 80-85%, something between 30-40 yards. Jesus. So relieved anyway, 17-3 win. But I'm not here for the American football, of course. It's FPL. And so where are we? So where are we with FPL game week 4? We've just seen Erling Haaland scoring 5 goals against Moldova in Norway. And we can't read much into that 11-1 win. A complete, absolute, devastation. Nobody will learn anything from that. But Man United are up next at the Etihad. So I'm not 100% sure. We should be going all in on United assets, and I suppose the Haaland people will be captaining them. Why not? United are porous at the back. We've seen that with Burnley. I'm not completely down in the United defence. At least, what's his name again? Lemons, whatever. I think he's from Belgium. He's come in anyway, so United have recruited, and with that defense shouldn't be too bad, going forward either. It's I would like to think Man United are a little bit better than Moldova and can keep them quiet a bit, City. We'll see anyway. Let's share the thing and have a quick look at thing. I got a 48 anyway in this game week. Which was like par for the course. Cunha, Pasta, and Waymo. Now I got rid of Cunha straight away in anger. Well, not anger. I wasn't massively. I was just devastated. Captain and Cunha here, as you can see, goes off injured and shocking stuff. And I watch a lot of FPL podcasts and stuff, and one of them were saying Cunha doesn't run. He did the least running for Wolves all last season in the Prem of all the players. Cunha, or sorry, he done the most walking. So I suppose he has been doing less running, but he generally walks back all the time. Amarin asking him to do a lot of work and tracking back, it's obvious that he's just pulled something. He's just not used to it. Great player, and he's got a great talent, and I've got great faith in him playing in that false number nine. He looked like he could have, had chances. He did have chances against Burnley, and it's just like Captain Bruno or Embuemo, and you're laughing and you've got your 10 points or whatever and the late penalty. But look, I'm delighted. For the first time, I'm playing FPL and following United. And I don't care. I just want United to win. Um, I think I'm able to kind of compartmentalize it now better than I've ever done about, root for your team first and then fantasy will follow. So that's kind of where I'm going. So I think I'm a bit fixed now as a fan. So I've got rid of Cunha and I've brought in Sar that night. And guess what? The following day, and the late kickoff on what was it? A Sunday, I found out that he's injured now, and Sarah looks like he could be out for 4 or 5 weeks. So I'll just hold on to him and Palmer. I'm going to keep on Palmer. Big fan of Bowen. See, I'm going to for this season. I'm going to see if my faith in players is rewarded, and I have been not really looking at price drops or price rises. I'm just actually going to go with who I fancy and want. I like Wood. I like Pedro. I like Porro as well. I like Bowen. I like all these players. Gakpo is very, very interesting now with Liverpool, with Burnley coming up this game week. So I'm happy to have a couple. I'll give Wirtz another go. But I think Wirtz is on borrowed time, and if he doesn't start doing something, it's going to be worth getting rid of him. And Salah is not all that. He does tick away with points, but nothing like before. And we'll see if the points get spread around, So, um, who's your man coming in? Isak's coming in now. So, that's going to kind of chop up the points quite a lot as well. So, Ekatike as well started off amazingly well. So, we'll see anyway. I like all my Chelsea. I'm going to keep. I know, like people moan, oh, it's Cucurella's not Decon, but our defensive contributions. Well, we'll see going forward anyway. And look, it's Tarkowski, isn't it? And it's Lacroix from Palace. They're killing it. All the Everton players, even Ndai, was very close to bonus contributions for a midfielder. You need 12. He got something like about 10 or 11. So he's very close. All the Everton seem to work very hard for Moisey and they graft and they win. So Everton have got tricky fixtures coming up now. Um, yeah, I have Ndai in the Sun Dream Team. We'll see a bit later how I'm getting on, but I have him in this, and I'm going to pay attention to my Sun Dream Team in this because I seem to make good decisions better, more so in this FPL. But the two different games as the Sun treats the cup games as well. It's more holistic. So look at this, Villa, Liverpool. So there's a couple of, maybe here and there games and then some terrible games there and Villa will be, well, it's a home. So three, Villa aren't all that now this season, I don't think, but okay, Elliot has come in. And so West Ham and West Ham might be, it's just hard to predict now. Coming back from the international break, you see West Ham now coming into a bit of form now. Are they settling down? And Palace as well, but I think they have a few injuries now. Who is a Sar, of course. Well, we'll see there, and City then. So yeah, I'll be happy to let Ndai go in the home games. But yeah, they seem. We'll see anyway. The Liverpool game is always a close sort of encounter, 1-1 or 1-0 or 2-0 or something like that. There's never many goals in it. And we all saw what happened last year with Tarkowski, just ruined the whole thing. The riot at the end and all our clean sheet points, the whole lot went kaput. And there you go. So yeah, I'm happy enough with the team January overall, except the Forest dudes, sell a Milenkovic, and Wood maybe Wood. I can get rid of Wood and Palmer for try and upgrade to do a Haaland thing. I'm thinking about rolling for a couple of weeks here and get through all this and see what I do in game week 6 or 7 or whenever City have Burnley at home. So for me, I'm going to be patient. I'm not taking any -4s. I don't care. I'm going to try to go the whole season taking no -4s. I think it's possible, like, if you just get into stock up your transfers to 5. And this isn't a bad team. I know Sarr. See, the thing is, Van de Ven will come in for Sarr. Palmer should be back soon enough. Another week or two, he should be fine to go. I think I can get away with this sort of team. Okay, Sarr's not in there, so I'll have to look into something else. Because it's not the end of the world. Spurs have a few good fixtures coming up. I could play Van de Ven there, and he's not far from defensive bonuses either. But looking forward, I think he can play Spurs guys. So I'm happy to have 2 Spurs going through all this. So we'll see anyway, Paro, and Richarlison's an interesting one, but then again they've signed a couple of interesting players, haven't they? One from PSG. So it could affect minutes overall. We'll see if Solanke's ready to go back, but I'm not sure if I want to be going all in and which attacker they're going to be leaning on too much, I suppose. Maybe Richarlison for the minute, but they have a couple of new signings that are looking interesting. So yeah, team pick. Okay, Verbruggen. So I just like the universal sort of. I think I picked a really good. I'm happy I'm going to keep Sarr. You never know. You never know with these players. Palmer, when's he due back? Does it say? Doesn't say return date unknown. Oh, I have to keep an eye on this anyway. He's already dropped in price. Wood coming on, I suppose. Wood will come on against Arsenal. You don't know. But Ange Postecoglou, can't believe Forest and this owner. What the hell's his name again? Jesus. He's absolute insane. He just wants unreal football, doesn't he? He wants attacking football, and they seem to be all completely done now with sorry, that's the typical Molly now, just destroying it. Always rears up when she hears my voice. She just likes to know, where are you? Where are you? But yeah, that's Wood anyway. So he'll probably come on, and we'll see. And I don't expect Forest to do jack. I might just actually play with Wan-Bissaka, but he didn't play the other day. I don't know. And Milenkovic got sent off for Serbia against England. He's done. Like he's so much done, especially under Ange. Ange has no defensive. The best strength that Forest had was what Nuno, what's his name, Santos was doing. Play to their strengths, attacking a counter-attacking team, a transition team, and now what in God's name is this owner doing? So look, I think it's feasible for us to get relegated. I can't see it, man. I really can't see it, man. Can't see it. Ange, absolutely insanity. Forest, completely brain dead. Yeah, enjoy, man. They're done, man. Oh God, this is going to be hilarious. And even under Nuno, Forest were putting a few terrible away performances, like 3 or 4. I can't remember who it was. Was it Palace or was it Brighton? They went away and it just got completely destroyed 4-0. They've had some terrible, so I'm not sure about them anyway. So I'm hoping I want that and keep that Milenkovic anyway away from the starting team. I think Arsenal are going to do well. I think Gyökeres is going to come flying anyway, and Saka will be back hopefully in a while. We'll be thinking about Saka. I'm a bit concerned about Palmer. I don't know what's unknown. That's a bit of a scary one. Hopefully, we'll find some information soon enough. But that's all. I don't plan on doing anything. I've used my free transfer for that idiot there. He's in, so it might be for luck in the end. But I'm going to be a lot more passive and I'm going to wait for this wild card and see, like, I'll see what all the influencers are doing and try and get ahead somehow and try and play this triple captain somewhere. Try and catch them and try and keep ahead of the posse. Right, price changes over the last week or so. That must be here. Get rid of that one. Yeah, it's just I don't look so much. I just do instant. I'm quite good at just doing instant sum ups and reactions rather than planning anything. So we've had no risers today. We've had the Fowler, Who cares, João Gomez, 5.4. Loads of people bringing in Grealish. He'll nearly hit a million. He'll surely hit a million people transferring him, for God's sake. I got him in die, so I'm keeping him. Penalty taker as well. Semenya, fair enough, but Clivert will be coming back soon, and we'll see if anything changes in the dynamic. Enzo is interesting at the price range. Look, I probably the good the safe. Probably I should have thinking that I should have got in Enzo instead of Sarr because he's just handy and you save all that money and that could be Haaland money. Isak, loads of people transfer. I don't think he'll be fit or ready. That's crazy. That must be just a few wild cards or whatever. João Pedro, well, I'm just going to be on him. He's staying in the team until he gets that stupid injury. Or usually after the international break, João usually lets everyone down. He usually comes back a bit late or is a bit sore and we'll see anyway. So he's a terrible record coming back for Inter. I wouldn't be surprised. I bet you that bloody Milenkovic will come off my bench for this game week against Arsenal away. Cunha, he's been transferred out. So Parma's been transferred out. Loads. So she's bound for a price drop anyway. I know I'm gonna lose massive money again. I'm not taking a -4 to lose 0.1. I don't care to not lose 0.1. Cunha will probably drop again. I don't care. Drop away. With that Haaland money, it's going to be hard to get there. If I'm going to keep hemorrhaging 0.1s or Parma, but yeah, he probably will go back up again if he does well. Is he critically ill? Is he in intensive care? Is he in the hospital bed right now and he's got no hope and he's done? We'll see anyway. I'm just throwing him. I'm keeping him anyway, so we can all do one now. Seriously, have it. You better make your points now while he's down, because when he comes back and does his points, people will be transferring him in massively if he gets to Anton. Saliba, I think he got. I don't know. Why is he transferred out? Did he get an injury? He did. And Watkins, well, people need the money, the 9 million to get Haaland, don't they? He's not in this, so I don't know where that 9 million is going. Maybe it's going into the Isak people. That's interesting. Yesterday there was no risers or fallers. On September the 8th there was only a tons of B or whatever. 7. So not much activity. We've not really missed out on anything. Calafiori's rose. He's very interesting. He's got a 0.2 since. Jeez. September, nothing much. 5th. Delap is going down in price now, as you can see, collapsing after that injury as well. And Fulkroger's collapsing. So you could have got a lot of stinkers. I don't think I've got massive stinkers in my team, really, that are destroying me like them. Yeah, Gordon's had a price drop. He's going to be suspended, isn't he? But he's very interesting. Good luck. I think he was playing for England recently. The other night. He's in the setup. So yeah, I think Gordon would be very interesting. He dropped another couple of 0.1 or something. I think that's him probably done for dropping. He's interesting. I'd fancy Gordon more than Jack. Jackie Grealish, but we'll see. And Larson's done now because of his transfer. Is he transferred to Newcastle? I think he has. Senesi is the man. He's the man. 4.6, doing amazing. He is a bonus point king, DEF CON king, King Kong king. Mark Gahey didn't make the move, but still great value, amazing value. I'd have these two in my wild card if I was doing one right now. And that's all. It's not much. 2nd of September, so it's just Cody Gakpo went up. Didn't see that, and so does the menu. And there's just a world of Pedro went up 7.7. So you know what I mean. Oh, and Brian Obama was up at 8.1. So that's interesting enough. We'll have. Oh yeah, let's have a look at the King of the Travelers and that I have FPL Top Dogs. So we've had 3 game weeks. I've won 2 anyway. I don't know how I won the one last week. I got lucky, and yeah, Joey and Ian isn't in this one. He's not used the code. So I think what's going on is I sent around the codes, but I think it's auto enroll. I think a lot of teams are auto enrolled, and it just happened. And so you have 30 leagues that you can be in for per account, and you can only have one account. Of course, we only want one account. You can only win it once. They know who wants to have 2 or 3 accounts and win it. I wouldn't, I wouldn't even smile if I did. Seriously, it's just cheating. So yeah, so Joey's not in this. He's won it for the last 2 years in a row. So there'll be a new winner in the King of the Travelers. I took out Pat Kiley. Um, so yeah, so William Nestor lost out to the Snowman there. Snowman. So all these guys, all these are new enrollers that use my so they actively joined. That's what I'm saying. They had to actively enroll, and they're happy. Like there's a load of names in here. So Lee Chambers from work here in London won out against Tommy Cunha at the bottom. The Mave just lost out to Darren Coyne. Congratulations, James Ian Nolan's super value in your management position as well, brother. Kieran Kiley winning out against the Guru Killer, which I'm happy to see in it. He's in Australia. I think Kieran is away across in America or something, is he? The Battle of the Continents. Incontinence. Liam, her 47-46. The crumpet has been eaten. He's been eaten up by Liam Hare, and Liam has got the form. He's having a good season. Owen Collins, you can't. I'm not calling him the Banner Man anymore. The Ballyhaunis man, the Harness man. I'm changing Owen's Collins nickname to the Harness man. Okay, that's official. He taking out the sniper. Ooh, what a big one. Dave Martin losing out, just my best friend here in London. To who's that? Owen Cunha and Joshua Webb winning out against Sean Shaky Her. Barry Cribben bet the average of 48. Tony O'Brien won out against the Mission Impossible man, Rory Harford, our 2023 winner of the Christy Nicholspn. I think he's based in Canada now, or thought Toronto, but he's over that side. Hughie Carney winning out against Ivan DeMello, my West Ham Leighton Orient friend here in London. Fergie, Great Guns Walsh winning out against Jack Milo. And Fergie's had a great season, great start in the Christy Nicholspn now. I think he's leading the Christy, and he's back where he belongs, after a horrible season last year and coming second to Jack Carney the season before, where I think he could have well won that easy. But he just, it's just the luck of the draw sometimes. Dave McNamara, 70. What a massive, amazing score. Great score, beating out Joey Fahey, which for that 54 is a good score in itself. That's why I was saying lucky enough getting a 48. All these, well hammering me. Stevie Stretford Nolan winning out against Andy Cunha, and Enforcer losing out to Gary Higgins, who's over here now, I think, playing in pro football somewhere in the non-leagues, I think. And William, the Hitman Nestor, losing out to the Snowman, just right at the top, 20-40. That's like a good old American football game. Who is it? The Tennessee Titans is Christy Kilcourse's team, and I say William Nestor would be a New York Jet or a Raider. I'd say he's a Jet anyway. So playing in his green, losing out there now to Christy Kilcourse. I'd love to go down here and try and some nice who would these Jack Maloney. I think he would be definitely a I was going to say an LA Ram, but I have a funny feeling he could be a Charger. I think a Las Vegas Charger is it now? Don't know, man. They used to be San Diego. I have fun at this sort of stuff. Donny O'Brien, what would he be? Silvermines O'Brien. I think he'd be a. Oh, it's gonna. Rory Harford's a Buffalo Bill. I went to a game with him in Tottenham Stadium, so Donny O'Brien definitely would be. Ooh, I think he'd be a Minnesota Viking. Think so, Viking. Yeah, I think Donny O'Brien's going to be he's a Viking. Sean Shaky Hair now, he'd be pretty kind of cool. I think. I think it could be. I was thinking something like New England, New England Patriots. Not sure. I know there's a better one for Sean Shaky Hair, but I could go through all this. I have fun with that. I love it. Ooh, Lee Chambers. Oh, dying follow American football, Vince. Um, something random. A Buccaneer. He'd be a Tampa Buccaneer. Okay, that's the fun over there. Quick look at the Sun Dream Team. Don't have much time here now. I've just been waffling. And a very good start. Unbelievable. What the hell am I doing in Sun Dream Team? It's just every season. There's a £60,000 prize, the first prize, and I'm 2,200 and something. If I go to the points here, it's just, I'm just going to ride the wave. It's the first prize of 60K, and I'm 2,881, and there's like my leagues. You'll get an idea. I think there's at least 500,000 players in the Sun Dream team thing. So there's paid, I know. 51,000 Man United affiliated members. I'm in that league. So I'm 417 in there. I'm killing the work one. Here, these trophies here, these three, don't know if you can see them, but they're the work trophies. And the two here, these two here, the Christy Nicholson. So I've got two Christy Nicholson. I've won three now work ones, and I'm just destroying the work one again, and with all the chips intact. So it doesn't say here England. That's it. Just doesn't give you an idea. Oh, England. So in the England league, there's 245 odd thousand players. So let's say there's about 300,000 in those. So I'll take it. I'll take it. So I just seem to be more clear-headed in this fucking thing, you know. My team. I don't know. It just seems to be a logic that that works mainly because you have to pick players that play as many games they can. Like, will Cucurella play against Barca and Brentford? Possibly. I think he will. Munez possibly against Millwall in the cup, and that's why I picked all the Palace here originally because I knew down the line they'd be getting doubles. Now the backfire with Sarr. But the beauty about this is if I go to my chip thing, I have everything intact. That 12th man is just when I add a 12th man that goes here. Anyone is, that you can pick in the league. Doesn't matter what the price. And the maximum captain is where all your 11 players here, whoever gets the highest points, the captaincy moves to that. I love that chip. And the goal bonus is like every goal the scored is get 8 points instead of 6. Substitute one, I've used 1 out of 5. So that means that say if after Sarr and they play their game against Sunderland and he's not played and it was a Saturday, then after the game is finished on the Saturday, you have the option to substitute Sarr out for whatever money you have left in the bank on his value on any other player that you can afford. And it's beautiful. Absolutely love it. So it means you don't feel like you're losing out massively. The only catch is you only have 5 of these, so you have to be sparingly. Like, will Sarr be back for both? No, he won't. So I'll just do some sort of a sub, and I don't know what I'm doing yet. The deadline's on the 13th of September. Yeah. So to get to get an idea where I'm going is like the Bowen I have in the FPL as well. I've got Pedro in the FPL, Sarr now, Endai. So like. I think, yeah, and I've got Cucurella. So I think the catch here is if I can try and get the same team in my Sun Dream Team on my FPL, I'm guaranteed to absolutely destroy it. Look at Henderson with the clean sheet. Did he save a penalty? I can't think of. Yeah, Palace just won out, didn't they? They won out against Villa 4-0 or 3-0, whatever it was. So clean sheet. brilliant. That was on the Saturday when I was back in Ireland. Um, so destroyed it, and yeah, Bowen. So I'll just knock out Sarah for something. I don't know, take a punt on. I don't think I got Bruno anyway. Yeah, bloody happy to have Bruno. If I can afford to get in, I don't know. I wouldn't put in Waymo against City. I'll be going for another double player. You just go into this thing. Okay, transfer out, and you go down this side column here, and then you can see who's there. Chalaba. I don't know if he's back or if he's injured still. I don't think. Timber has Forest. He could be interesting. I might go forward to back. Grealish should be interesting, but he's only got one game. So you see how kind of easy it is. I can't pick Haaland because of three strikers already. So it is interesting. I'm not sure what Pedro, he wastes a lot. Could go for our friend Fernandez because he should be on panels as well. So yeah, I might do, or I might go. I can't go for Gakpo because he's seen as a striker. And Liverpool have Burnley, and I think is that Atletico Madrid. I'm not sure. So I just go into. I know I should be doing this outside of the stream because I'm going to go and have a look at the Christy and where we are with all this. So these are strikers: Gakpo, Salah, and Ekatike. So Zablai could be interesting. Van Dijk, meh. Vert, that's a punt. So yeah, it's interesting stuff. I might. So I usually go with the gut here, and Enzo could be a good one. And I like their fixture still. So that's the crack with the Sun Dream team. Happy enough, happy out. Quick look, BBC News. Yeah, there's. I think it will update here. Can Martinelli find form at Arsenal? I'm not sure about Martinelli. I'm seriously not sure. Madueke had an amazing game for England and against Moldova. He was the bright spark. So where's he now at Arsenal? So he could be something. He just has to learn not to be so selfish and just concentrate on helping and providing. He's already a name. He doesn't need to kind of. Well, he does. But just needs to be a bit less unselfish, and just be more a team player. He's got the talent. And there he goes. He's out. Nuno's out. Tuchel's happy. Liverpool 28.9% likely to win the league. I thought it would be higher. Um, yeah, so there's Ange back at Wolves, which is insane. The worst result in Republic of Ireland history. Have to have that because I did open the start of this. Be interesting. Was I right about this? Macedonia. Yeah, I was. Macedonia, 1997, and Cyprus. I remember Cyprus lost 5-2. Luxembourg insane. Armenia again. Armenia again. Armenia, Armenia, Armenia. They are very mean to our Irlandia ranking as the biggest. I think they're about 105th ranked in FIFA. 2-1, devastation in Yerevan. Abject performance. Heimer Hallgrimsson. Hallgrimsson. It's bloody grim. Completely grim. His future is grim. The former Jamaica manager contract only runs to the. Well, it's we're not going to get to the USA, folks, unless we beat Portugal home and away. Armenia was played through the lines too easy. Devastation, devastation. The only hope is now they need to go to Hungary and win in Hungary, Ireland. They need to draw on Portugal and beat Portugal at home, and then pray one of them slip up against Armenia. It's a shocker. It's complete. I'm just happy I had the good times in Italian 1990. I was just too young or uninterested in Stuttgart 88 when Ray Houghton put the ball in. That passed me by, but in 1990 it was all in. And David O'Leary putting in the ball against scoring the penalty against Romania. Was it Daniel Lung? And Hadji was playing for Romania that day. Amazing, amazing, amazing game. Gets to the quarterfinals and then Rome meeting the Pope, the whole lot, Pope John Paul the second. And I've had some great days. Then we went on to America '94, the only home nation, well, Ireland, Wales, Scotland, England, Northern Ireland to qualify for America '94. So all the spotlight was Ireland, and we bet the Italians 1-0 again with Ray Houghton. That lob over, what was his name again? Gianluca Pagliuca. I think it was. It was Buffon. Was it Buffon? Oh, it could have been Buffon, but I like saying that. Gianluca Pagliuca. It could have been Buffon. But anyway, I just remember like he's just gone, the ball's chipping over his head, and he's just kind of got up like that. Kind of, is he putting his hand away, or is he thinking it's float over the bar? It's tucked in. Amazing memories. Then getting that late goal, John Aldridge against Mexico, was a savior to get out of that group 2-1. But then we went on to lose 2-1 to Mexico. But then we went on to lose to Holland easily, 2-0 or so in the second round after the still got out of the group. And then 2002 in South Korea, Japan, I think it was Japan and South Korea. Then we had all the Saipan thing, and that soured the whole thing. And that's where I kind of became very apathetic with our Irish football. Roy Keane split the whole thing. Um, Mick McCarthy, the whole lot. Was it Niall Quinn and all the accusations, and Staunton, Niall Staunton is, oh gosh, wasn't it John? Well, Staunton. Oh, it's just all the recriminations and the sour. And Ireland done really, really well without Roy Keane and got all the way to the second round against Spain and lose on penalties. And Mick McCarthy didn't even know he had the extra man in extra time. It was shocking stuff. And I don't know, it was just, was it, who was it? Was it Kilban? What was his name again? Kevin Kilban? And he missed the sitter right in front of the goal. I have PTSD, and ever since it's been a disaster. And we had the hand of frog with Thierry Henry against France, and that was good. That was, I can say officially that was the killer for me about football, and we never recovered since that. The setup over in Paris and losing 1-0, and the whole thing was a complete embarrassment and a joke. If I was the French, I would apologize, do the sportsman-like thing, and default the game. And that, I think it's disgusting. And it was another sign how evil in the world is more prevalent and triumphing more. Like we got just an example. I'm not saying, but it just reconfirms that cheaters will always win. I grew up and I was told cheaters never prosper, but it's clear they do. They do. So that was the result. So that's Ireland thing sold up. I have to really go. I've only got like 5 minutes to wrap this up. So yeah, this is the Christy Nicholspn Pub Fantasy League here based in Ballyhaunis. And yeah, Fergie Walsh, unbelievable. He got rid of Semenyo and Sarr. No, Saka and Palmer. He got in Semenya and Sarr, and he got a +9. He took a -4, so 5 overall. I like this little summary. Was an amazing 64 there. Well done, Fergie. 193. I think I'm about 32 points behind already at this stage. And does it say how many chips you've played? No, it's not in there somewhere. Not many people have played chips. So Sujendra from Malaysia is up there doing well, along with the sniper Gilday. He's had a good, well, 48 myself as well. That's a good country trade. Anthony 48, 50, 55 is, trust me, lots of people had a bad game week. I've seen a lot of influencers stuck on 35 and 40, and they're weeping. So James Crean was leading out for a while, but he's settling down a bit. Good 45 still though. Good position for James. He's got rid of, he brought in Cunha and he got 1 point. Is the same sort of crack with me. I had done my free hit in game week 2, and I automatically got rid of Saka. I didn't have to transfer him out, and that was my captaincy. So it's not a complete disaster. It could have been so much better if he stayed in the pitch fit. But there you go. Saka's just going to be 23 and have these niggly injuries now. not as bad. Michael Owen had that sort of thing with Liverpool, but it was a lot older. He was about 25, 26 when he started suffering these niggly things. Saka's only 23. James Coyne, good start to the season. Haaland, done okay. I think he scored the goals, didn't he? Niall Richardson doing well up at seventh, 180. So yeah, John Kelly here, Owen Collins, Connor Freely, Ruben Kenton Harris is in the band that I'm here in London that I'm a big fan of. Very good score, 69 overall. Neto +3, Bruno Fernandes, great stuff, good move, a 9-point overall bonus, well done. Mark Oracle Phillips, 63. Just a lovely, he done a free hit here, that's highlighted here. Let's have a quick look then. Sells, okay, Cucurella done well, Porro's got his DEFCON. Milenkovic underwhelmed. Bruno, well done. Captaincy with Haaland goal, well done. He's got that right. Wood, it's a good free hit. I think it was worth stuff. Oracle, a good 63, and I think that was a good free hit. Definitely. Dave Cunha with a 69. Bruno Fernandes, captain, 78. Well done, Ethan Keane. Shout out a +20 on his getting in Grealish in Mbuemo or Mbumo or whoever or however you say, 20 points on that. Gordon got sent off, didn't he? And Palmer's done nothing. That was phenomenal. That's a great Ethan Hawke, Bula bus there. That's the best I've seen now this season. Congrats, bro. Free hit for Darren Coyne, a quick look, but it didn't go right. A 37. Kind of total disaster in a regard to that. And Dye's the only one that returned along with Zhao, but everyone had him. So ouch, 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 ouch. John C. Halpin is always going to be in there and about, and a good start for John. 171. I'm keeping an eye. John's a very, very good guy to kind of stalk and keep an eye on. And if you're in and around him, and even if you watch what he's doing, like he's got in Grealish for Palmer. Great move. And he's probably tied up on money, ready to possibly go in. He's got his Gokaris anyway, so I don't think he can afford Haaland as well. But whatever, he's got all that money left on the side. It's for somebody. He's planning and plotting, so I think he's captain Grealish as well. It's shocking, amazing, man. And that's good stuff. He's playing really well. He's come in and he's done it. It's a brilliant call. God above, that's a great call. Huey Carney, 16th, 171, 54 scored, 69 for Joseph Lyons, well done. 39 for Gary Higgins, ouch. Jack Maloney down to 54, good stuff. +9 on the transfers for Stevie Stratford Nolan. 60, very good stuff. And Michael Waldron, Duncan Hannon, they're all here. I'll just scroll down. I'm happy enough with the 61. There's not much of 10 points, so there's plenty of time to kind of get up and get going. I'm really looking till game week 10 and 11 and try to get as many points as I can by then and see where I am, and then I'll generally know where I am. I will finish at the end of the season, plus or minus 20%. That's the way I'm looking at it. It's all about, because after the first 10 or 11 game weeks, people then get into a rhythm. The international break games are over. People have a rhythm to Christmas, and everyone's covering each other by moves and effective ownership. And then influencers kick in, and then it's all settling down. And then as long as you're following injuries and suspensions and all this and that, people will, I'll just get in Grealish for Sarr, he's injured. It's basic stuff. Like, it's a lot easier. So the main thing is to get this, I won't start cursing like the Indian guys and Praz and Savar and all these, and the FML or FMO, whatever American guys. They really have the language, mate. They have it. Okay, I've got loads of ads coming on here. Sickening. Yeah, I need to be heading off soon. Rosanoli, a 54, good stuff. Nothing, 70 from David McNamara. Quick look, he's got back into the game now after a bad start. Richarlison didn't quite. That was, didn't quite work, did it? Um, so Bowen, good call with Haaland. Bowen, Richarlison will do okay, but they have the fixtures. I do fancy Richarlison still just for the next 2 game weeks. So Sanchez is getting all his clean sheets thanks to VAR. Rodon for Leeds has been phenomenal. What Leeds have been just a bit incredible, especially at home in clean sheets. Richard's been brilliant for Defcon and a whole lot. Dewsbury Hall, good call. I think Dewsbury Hall, Grealish, Ndai, any of them are going to get you points. I consider doubling up, but then again, we saw the fixtures; they are hit and miss. They have Liverpool and City and Villa. So that's Sebastian with his seven. Oh, he took a minus 20. That's a funny one. He mustn't have hit the free hit or something right there. So that's a shocker there. Minus 20. I don't know. It is a finicky game, unfortunately. It's not really well. You have to be double careful. And Joey Neenan down here on a 48 like myself. I'm keeping an eye on Joey. I'm only 5 points ahead of him, but I'm already worried about him. So you can say that he's got back a bit, but he's a bit of a mess start as well, but still top 3 million in the world or so. So yeah, just keep an eye on Joey's team here. All these are players are considered. Every one of them. Reinders was all the rage. He's got no Haaland. I'd worry when Joey gets his Haaland in, but we'll see anyway. You need to keep an eye on this guy. He will fly up the charts, even if you watch him now. Yeah, Snowman's in the Christy after a little while, so out, and it's a 40, but he won his he had Bowen. Good call there. So that's just a quick look down the rest. And I think so. Donny O'Brien with a 49. You want to it's all these guys. I know it's about 45 odd points down from the leader at the moment. It's not insurmountable, and a lot can change. Um, yeah, Ivan DeMello there with a 42, 52s here, 43s. Yeah, 53 from Dave Martin. Okay, so we'll leave that as a sign. Get rid of this. So that's about it. We'll wrap it up anyway, folks. Happy enough, happy out. Top 3 million is a good place to kind of baseline off. And I don't think there's any trip cap thing. I don't think I'd risk it on Gakpo. I'm going to let this ride. I'm not too fussed about price changes, and it is what it is. Whatever turns out. So all these leagues, yeah, you can join up to 30 leagues. See, so Joey's still in the Christy Nick, but most of these leagues I'm in here are money leagues. Like there's 500 quid here and there. So some of them have £100, whatever. So that's why I'm mainly in all these money leagues, including this 20-man a league split, which is in Ballyhaunis. I'll just have a quick look and show you what I mean. This is the Ballyhaunis money league run by Stevie Nolan. So 161, 180. It's anybody's here, and it's cool anyway. It's just a bit of fun. Dara Hunt's in it. A few of Stevie Strett's mates from all over the world. Mark the Arkle Phillips is in there. Mikey Frain's in there, namesake. Alan Duggan. Yes, I know Alan from Knock. And yeah, this lad here, Aqua Rother. So he's the leader at the minute. Interesting names. So we'll leave it at that, guys. Yeah, thanks for joining us again for another excursion into the Christy Nicholspn Pub Fantasy League. I was the guru. I haven't mentioned my name. I have to prove it now. I'm going to come back. I got great faith that this less active, less is more really. Be less engaged and don't dwell on decisions and just ride the roller coaster. It will take you, I hope, to the top one day. Mainly down, but one day, 1 year it might hit. So take care, guys. We'll leave it there, Roisin. And take care. Got loads of messages on my phone. It's crazy. God bless.